All right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Well, this is another strong one reaching us. Alo urges Tinubu orders to intervene for the release of Isheshe advocate Abdulaziz, aka Tani Olong. Well, onto this, the planter of the Christ Apostolic Church, Adami Mogo, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain Worldwide Prophet Sam Alo has appealed to the federal government, the Kwara state government, and the Ilorin Emirates to intervene in the detention of popular Isheshe activist Adegbola Abdulaziz, also known as Tani Olong. Well, onto this, it would be recalled that Abdulaziz was arrested on August 16 in Ibadan, the Oyo state capital, and whisked away to a police station in Ilorin for allegedly insulting the emir of Ilorin, Ibrahim Sulu Gambari, among other offenses. Oluwalo appealed to the government to release Abdulaziz for peace and to avert any chaos. Well, he called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to appeal to the emir to temper justice with mercy while premising his intervention in the spirit of true brotherlism. Well, he noted that God is love and then that it is incumbent that both Christians and the Muslims should shed their swords and then give peace a chance. He also pleaded with Tani Olohun'S lawyer to allow the matter to rest at the president and then others intervention. All right, and then this is exactly what is actually reaching us. Oluwalo urges Tinubu orders to intervene for the release of Isheshe advocate Abdulaziz, aka Tani Olong. Well, my brother, my sister, a lot of people have actually, come out and solicited for the release of Tani Olong. Well, one thing we understand for sure is that as far as Nigeria is concerned, nobody is actually following the rule of law. Nobody is actually following the constitution. If everybody is actually following the constitution the way it is, Tani Olong is not supposed to remain in detention right now. And exactly what we are still talking about. As far as Nigeria is concerned, don't let anyone deceive you that we are one. If we are one, all this wouldn't be happening. In fact, all this shouldn't be happening at all. But we have found ourselves in this case that we all need to wake up, and then now this will show to us that we are not actually free in this country. Everybody is actually showing concern about this case, and it's making it more interesting. It's making Tani Olong to be more popular. Yes, that's another thing a lot of them don't know. Now, definitely the president is aware that there is somebody called Tani Olong. What do you think about that? Well, a lot of people have actually made it clear. And the Omoyele Sowore came out some hours ago and he talked about the same thing, that as far as this is concerned, as far as this case is concerned, Tani Olong is not supposed to be arrested. Instead, the people who kidnapped him will definitely go for it. According to Voice of Truth, he had made it clear that it's an insult for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to appeal to the Emir in Ilorin, Kwara. Is like downgrading the rule of law and the transparency. If Mr. President is sincerely with the rule of law, by now, those who are involved in the breaking of law and the others in Ilorin, Kwara should have been in detention. Not even Tani Olong, can you imagine? Well, who was illegally arrested and then kidnapped from Ibadan, Oyo State without due process. Well, Mr. President must not allow some criminal element to disorganize his government. If care is not taken, the crisis could lead to religious war. No, we have actually talked about this. The way the whole thing is going right now definitely will lead to religious war, and then before you know it, the Sheshe people will now be attacking the Muslims. Before you get to know that, the Muslims will now be attacking Christians. It's only the good Lord that will help us. Well, is Emma body of Yoruba? Is Gambari a Yoruba or an intruder? Okay, that's a question that has been asked by Ifeanyi Chuku. That's another one. Well, that Emma is beating the drums of war and then discord. Because when the Isheshe adherents begin to retaliate and then violence is ensued, he would face public opprobrium. These people should take a lesson from similar events that erupted in Ekpe. Okay, that's another one. Okay, well, are we not all equal before God? Will the Emma be happy if the government disposes him? Oppression is too much in this country. Okay, and then that's another strong one. The oppression is actually too much. And then another thing is that where they are supposed to channel their strength, they will not channel that. But no, they always try to channel their strength on the weak, which is very wrong. Hmm. Well, according to Phil, are we not all equal before God? Will the Emma be happy if the government disposes him and then oppression is too much in this country? Yes, I think that had been said earlier. Well, thank you, Pastor. You have played your part as a man of God. Well, God is love, and Jesus died for all sinners and then saints today. Who knows whether these so-called Isheshe priests are going to be great prophets of God tomorrow? That's another one. Like seriously, who can volunteer the church address of this great pastor? It would be great. I think the time has actually come for the gods whose adherents are being persecuted to rise and let the enemies be scattered in a luring. Well, constitutionally, it may be right. Traditionally, it could be right. Morally, it may be wrong. Okay, that's another one. Well, I am trying to understand the sponsors of the boy Tani because I believe every Christian condemned idols, worshippers, but now most Christians are now condemning his arrest after all his arrogance and then insult on some Muslim clerics, and then more so, no one of them cautioned him on any of his programs, raining curses on his fatherly age range, but I pity him when his mother come out to plead for his forgiveness and their release. May God forgive him and then all of us. Okay, this one has been said by Jimo Ali Kinla. Okay, well, that's another strong one. Let justice be served so that people can learn from event. The only condition for intervention should be a show of remorse by the wrongdoers, but instead of this, his associates and then sympathizers are busy insulting the offended and then claiming non-existent rights. Well, some of them are even engaging in threats and the beating drum of war. Well, that's another strong one. Well, my brother, my sister, I think at this juncture, Tani alone on his own part has actually been elevated. Either we like it or not, majority of people are so much interested in this case. most especially public figures in the country. What do you actually think about this one? Well, majority of things though had actually been said, my people. What more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you're just joining us on this channel for the first time. All right, thanks and God bless.